you guys have just left the village, and there is a clear path heading out that you were told would lead you to the factory. They said the factory isn't too far out. Unlike the other village you were at, unlike the other village you were at, there's not like an abundance of forest outside of the village. Instead, it's mostly like a hilly plains type region. Um, and there is light fog. It's not so heavy that, like with the Welcoming Woods, that you'd get lost in it, supposedly, but yes, that is what is ahead of you. Along with these spooky jams.
The spooky jams of like the many gyms in surrounding areas.
I'm sure the Village of the Strength could find this good, like, Halloween workout music.
All the partners and someone's just working out.
Um, God, I kind of want. Nah, we won't do that. But, so, do you guys make your way along the trail?
Let's get to stepping.
Alright, so you continue on for about an hour, but around that time, as you're coming over a hill, you feel the earth start to shake, and you hear machinery. Let's see, was it... Bam. And as you come over the hill, you're greeted to this site along with huge walls surrounding this factory. It almost looks like a city of sorts.
Can we roll perception to look around?
Sure. Also, if you're not looking at the stream, I will share my screen here for you guys.
Okay, and let me open.
It's just me on the stream.
Hey, what?
It's about to be me on the stream too. I'm gonna join over there. But it's an ad first.
It's rolling up. It is. Alright. So, 19. You notice that there's, once you come over the hill and see everything, you notice among the walls, it seems like there's only one real entrance into the factory, unless you fly over the walls. But the entrance does lead into what seems to be the largest building in the factory.
Let us mon though.
What was that, Atlas?
Is there like a computer near the entrance to enter like a code?
There is a keypad, but it looks like it's shut down at the moment.
Can I look at it and see if I can fix it? Or turn it on?
Sure. Do you touch it? Like, what do you do?
But like, I'll see if I can like see if there's a way for me to hotwire the device to reactivate and open the door.
Do you take like a screwdriver or something out of your bag to like unhinge it?
There's a screwdriver in my bag, but like I do have flat blades in my bag I can use.
This is some weird horror music, but whatever. Anyway, so as you take the blades to try to pop off the faceplate, you get a shock for a moment. Not enough to actually hurt you, but the the screen does turn on. And on it, you see 3 lines. And in the corner, you see area code hell.
And that just known stealthily jump as well.
Could you jump over the wall? Is that what you're
Yes.
asking? No, I don't think so. It's a very tall wall.
Okay.
To give context, some of the buildings within the factory are probably like 20 to 30 stories tall, and the wall would be at least half as big.
Can I use my computer? Can I do a computer room to see if I can find the code, the access to it?
Sure. Is that your computer roll?
Yes. It's my lowest intelligence.
Yeah, with that roll, you do some swabs on the button, and though there wouldn't normally be enough to tell you what button to push because there's not like fingerprints left behind or anything like that. You do find that the 6 button has been pushed.
The 6 button.
Yes.
We'll press it 2 more times.
So 3 times in total?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait. Was Fredbot playing the wrong thing? Yes. Once you push it 3 times, the door opens for you guys. Oh wait, it's
Elise
Greybot.
quickly looks around as the door opens.
Inside the door you see what looks like a decently lit hallway leading to somewhere else. leading to another door that's currently closed.
Did we see any more with perception?
Uh, Not at the moment. This is one of those hallways where it's kind of like you're. It's kind of like what are those things called? You know, when two buildings are connected by a passageway going over a street or something of the like.
Yeah, like one of those like
Bridge.
tunnel bridges.
Yeah, it's not quite a bridge. Is it like a Segway? Well, no, Segways are the tiny mobile. It might be a Segway though.
Some of them are called overpasses.
Yeah,
Right.
I think they're like pedestrian overpasses or something.
Right, it's a hallway like that, but it's not going over anything, seemingly. It's probably on the ground, as far as you can tell. Alright. Bup. So, do you all enter the not really spooky hallway?
Just gonna waltz in, forcing
You
one of us to follow.
and Elise and Revy
Elise wants to decipher intent.
on the hallway?
Yes, on the hallway.
Alright,
You
give me
can never trust hallways.
give me that decipher intent roll. 23. You can tell that the hallway seemingly is inviting you to walk on it. The walls around you are possibly to prevent Mother Nature from raining on you or breezes to hit you. It might be to moderate temperature when the weather is cold.
Elise will just walk in, and I have to admit, that intent was very clear. Well done.
Yo, Greenbot, are you actually
Wildly.
playing something? Okay, it is. It is. It's just very quiet. So, Ravi, I take it you stroll down in as well? Ravi? Alright, so Ravi
The hallway got to
also...
Revy. The hallway can't be trusted. It got to Revy.
Ravi is also strolling on into the hallway. But once you reach the other door, which seems much more like an entrance to this large building that you saw from the other side, the door does open for you, but it opens up to a dark room. You can see beyond the room. There is some lighting. There's a hallway that seems somewhat lit beyond this dark room, but within the room, at least from where you are, you can't really make out anything.
Atlas will pull out his flashlights from his bag.
Alright, the room seems relatively empty. However, as you shine your light around, there does seem to be like fallen debris on the ground. The room actually seems somewhat in disrepair. And on occasion, just on occasion, when you shine your light in certain places, you feel like you might have seen movement.
I start jumping every time I see movement beyond the shadows.
But did you enter into the room, or are you still in the hallway?
I ventured into the room with my flashlight.
Ah, gotcha. And Elise, are you still in the hallway, or did you enter the building as well? Also, Ravi, are you inside the building now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Elise enters and looks around carefully.
Um, you can't see much at the moment, but once all of you enter inside the building, the doors behind you slam shut, and all of the lights in the hallway uh turn off.
Okay, Letismon is going to use her protrusions also to light it up more.
And with that, there's just a
Atlas
faint.
will let out an eat.
Atlas will let out an eat. Atlas, it would have been more successful if you were just like eek. But as Lekismon's protrusions glow, it doesn't light up the entire room, but there is like a faint amount of light surrounding all of you. And then you see two red glows within the room. One seems to be coming from a far wall, and the other seems to be coming from somewhere on the floor. They almost. Well, they're not quite eyes, but they seem to be staring at you.
I'm totally down to kill everything in this room.
I point my flashlight to the one furthest out.
When you do, you see a panel, and the red light on it slowly seems to almost recede a little bit as your light hits it. And then you see a red line form, and it seems to come down from the panel and over to you guys, and it starts to proceed into the hallway. Almost as if it's creating a pathway for you.
Let's follow it. Sound like there's anything else to do here. For now.
And as you follow this red line into the pathway, words start to form on the ground beneath you. The first one says, "Welcome." And as you keep going, the words keep forming beneath you, but the factory stays mostly silent. And the words start to form, "Welcome, strangers. You have been granted access to this factory. I am a prototype of God.
Which god?
The the words don't answer your question, but it continues to go. Elise, Atlas, Revi, Isaac, Valentine. I know you are here to purify this ley line. That is not my concern. It is a god's duty to give his subjects trials. And soon the red line will come to a stop and go up, apparently on a wall, and as it does, an elevator will open with a light inside of it.
Oh, I'll step in. Why not?
Atlas?
Can I decipher intent the elevator?
Sure, give me that decipher intent roll. $13. Oh, god damn, Greenbot. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn Greenbot down, but that even had me going. Yeah, so with the 13, you're not really sure what is going on with this elevator. Like, does it go up and down? Does it go side to side? Does it just stay in place? Are there buttons for you to push within the elevator? Does it want to carry people, or does it want to stay empty? All very pressing questions.
Stairs. Like big stairs.
There are no stairs, Atlas.
And Atlas just gonna sigh and walk in
And Elise?
slowly.
They'll follow behind everyone else and go in after them.
Alright. So, as you enter the elevator and the doors close, the lights go out for a moment, and when they come back on, and it's just for a moment, there is now a tall, metal and fleshy humanoid creature standing between all of you.
What color is he?
Silver. Well, his fleshy bits aren't silver, but...
Decipher intent of the robot man.
Sure.
I start banging at the door.
19. With that, you can tell that he doesn't have malicious intent. However, it's hard to get a read on him. And perhaps it's very much appropriate to think of him as a robot that's just following the will of whatever was speaking to you. However, he might also just have a good poker face. But with that said, he does make his way in front of the buttons on the elevator and gestures towards them, asking which... Well, he doesn't ask, but gesturing for which floor you would like.
The floor with your god.
And he'll look over to the buttons. God is not a floor.
Bring us to your god.
Would you like to go up or down?
Hmm. I wonder if it's considered, like his face is considered a mask.
Poor
I wonder if
Valentine.
Val will like it. We'll go up.
And he'll click up, and you'll see that the floors go to roughly 35. And the elevator slowly starts to rise, and you see it hit 2, then it hits 3, and it starts picking up speed as it goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on as it continues to pick up more and more speed.
Atlas immediately throws himself to the ground, flat.
The trials have begun. And by the time it hits 25, the robot will then project from his robotic eye onto the wall, and there will be a message. The trials have begun. You currently have 20 seconds until this elevator smashes into a cement plate at the top of its ride.
We have to what? We have to figure out?
You have 15 seconds before the elevator smashes into a giant cement slab as it picks up more and more speed.
Alright, Digimon will attack the entrance or whatever. Oh, we don't even have time for that. Let's see. Looks like we dying today. Let's go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Digimon slam through the door to break it.
And what did you say, Atlas?
Is there like a big red button, like an emergency stop in the panel?
Sure.
Mushmon will press it.
So, Darugamon, give me an accuracy roll.
Accuracy?
Yep.
Where is it? Sorry, I forgot where it was. Ah, okay.
Six. And what's his damage?
His damage is 14.
14. So, Darugamon successfully smashes through the door and actually enters into the hallway outside of where the elevator was. However, the elevator continues rising, but when Mushmon pushes the emergency stop, it comes to a abrupt stop, which flings all of you to the ceiling. So, feel free to subtract your armor, but you all take 15 damage. Except for Darugomon. Darugomon's good.
I take 1 damage.
I mean, Atlas took emergency procedures of lying down flat on the ground during an elevator incident.
You can take 10 damage.
I take no damage.
You take
Because of my
1
armor.
damage.
Damage is no damage.
Armor can't reduce below 1. Elise, how are you doing after 15 damage?
Can I take the damage for her? Like, block her? Like,
Intercede.
yeah.
Or can Lattismon, either way. Because Alicia's down to 1.
Yeah, I'll try to do it, because I'll take no damage from it anyways.
No, none of you have a way of assisting Elise because you're all getting hit too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, covering her so she takes less damage.
I guess I'll allow Alekismon to make her damage a little furrier, and she can take 10 instead of 15.
Our
Lekismon-
Digimon also take the 15?
Yeah, Lekismon takes 20.
Oh.
Is Elise and Lekismon both down to 1?
Elise is not down to 1. Lattismon is down to 1.
Digimon is down to 1.
Elise is down to 2.
And
Yourself.
as you're all dazed and confused, you hear another message. And the light on the wall will shift for a second before he beams another message on the wall, which says, "In 5 seconds, the ceiling to this elevator will give out and drop into lava below. Please escape."
Alright, the door is busted, so we could just walk out.
Well, it's not going to any hallway at the moment, though.
Oh, alright. How heavy is the elevator? Oh yeah, because it's Lekithmon and is it Mushroomon whatever right now?
Like
or
it's-
is it the Woodmon?
Mushmon's have
Alright,
Mushmon.
okay, I'm pretty sure my Daruga can hold it up. So I just need Lekismon to become to de-digivolve. Would I be able to do that, Aster?
I feel like elevators would probably be really, really heavy, but...
And there's also the other issue of what's in the elevator with you guys.
Oh yeah, you have a giant robot in there.
Oh yeah, never mind. This fast, yo. All right, from under Daruga will shoot the wall, the ceiling from under him, over him. Yeah, he'll shoot. He'll keep crashing to try to reach after it.
So he's attacking the ceiling?
Yeah, so that way he can come back to us, because you know how he basically. Let me see, how many floors away are we from him right now?
Oh, right, because he entered the hallway. So he's attacking essentially the floor of the elevator?
No, like the ceiling, so he could come up, like, but in front of us. Instead
Oh.
of like under us, where there's a good chance that we'll all fall, because
I'd say that he's probably about 3 floors beneath you.
All right, so is he able to do that? Do I need to roll accuracy? Because let me tell you, he will break through those walls.
Give me the roll, as you have 5 seconds for him to crash 4 floors up to come from above you.
It's all speed. It's all speed. Oh wait, let's see. Hold on. No, actually, it's better for him to go and break through the elevator floor and grab us. will Lekismon be able to grab 2 people? Quick!
Yes.
Alright, let's
You
do
can
that.
level
Daruga's
carry 2
coming from
people?
under.
All right, how about this? I'll give you 5 seconds, and then I'll go to all of you, and you can tell me what you're doing. 5, 4, 3,
Lettuce is
2.
looking to see if there's a roof thing, like a hatch in the roof.
There is not a hatch in the roof. However, you were told that the roof is about to come off.
But that, I'm so confused. So are we falling into the lava, or is the lava falling onto us?
You are going to fall into the lava once the roof detaches and you're no longer supported by wires and whatnot.
Oh, okay, so the whole roof will detach.
Yes.
Okay. Latticemoon picks up Atlas and Elise.
All right.
Let's do
What?
that.
And what is Mushmon doing?
It's just gonna like grab hold of Atlas's leg.
All right. And you said Darugamon is going to come from the floor of the elevator?
So the robot might fall to its death. It is what it is. But he's planning to right under me. I don't know how big this elevator is. How big is this elevator, first of all?
I mean,
Like, how does it fit Andromon? Like, that shit is huge.
Andromon isn't like huge. He's
Yeah,
a
but he's
very
tall
tall. He's a very tall person.
I'm pretty sure he's like
7
6
foot.
Yeah, he's like 7 feet. So
I mean, 7-foot people can still fit out elevators.
Okay.
not right, but like
The entrance way, but
bulky.
Okay,
Not, like,
I looked it up, and an average elevator weighs about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds.
oh, he can't.
Oh my goodness.
But he's gonna shadow the floor. I hope so. Make sure you guys can
Andromon
grab.
way. Because elevators do have a weight capacity.
Oh, you trying to kill us early?
All right, so when the elevator,
Latticemoon is also going to be aiming to like grab onto the roof or like the walls as the elevator goes from around them while waiting for Darugamon to catch them.
okay, so Lekismon, you grab onto. How do you grab
Well, it
onto
has-
the roof if you're holding Atlas and Elise? Do you have like both of them in one arm?
She has, let's go with this way. She has Atlas like between her legs and Elise in an arm, and then uses the other hand like with a ice arrow or something like this to try to hold onto the roof.
Okay, so yes, as the elevator gives way, Lekismon does cling to the roof. That's fine. Revi, give me an accuracy roll for Darugamon, and I'll tell you if they actually manage to bust through this elevator. 4, 5,
Revi
6.
falls to her death with Andromon.
I'll kill this Andromon
She
before
got
we hit that
6
lava.
All right. Darugamon does put a dent in the floor of the elevator,
No.
but Darugamon also takes 15 damage as an elevator is falling on them.
Oh my God.
And Revi, you are now falling. Darugamon's under this elevator. What do you do? Wait, well, Darugamon has that shield, luckily, but
Yeah, but it's still under. Oh my God. Okay. No. I guess no. Oh. No, that's not enough.
Sacrifice some Mikeman.
Yeah. Oh, there is a mic bot. No.
Darugamon is starting to get toasty.
What is that thing called? Alright, I'll have Darugamon, meteor, whatever the walls, so that way the ground, he's still gonna get squished by the elevator, though. And there's okay, there's no door. There's no door.
Well, there's a door, and I mean, yeah, sometimes it
But
leads
he
to
slammed
hallways.
through the door, so there's no door in the elevator.
Oh, yeah, there's no door.
Yeah, okay, I'll jump out and Daruga will, slip into one of the hallways. He still won't be with us, but I'll jump on the top hallway and thinking, what the fuck?
Okay, Ravi, give me a what is it? Is it agility? Is it athletics? I think it's athletics.
This would be athletics, I think.
Yeah, give me an athletics roll as you jump out of the elevator, trying not to get crushed as it like goes between hallways and different floors. Okay, yeah. You make it. Darugamon makes it into a different hallway. You're currently split up, but do you have Darugamon try to get to you?
Yeah, right after. Wait, wouldn't the. Sorry about that, this idiot. Wouldn't the wall, the roof caved in, right? So he won't be able to fly in through the shaft to get to us?
Yeah, he would be able to. Like he.
Alright, he'll do that right after.
All right, and Lekismon.
Latismon is going to try to kind of like swing her momentum to like aim them through like. Because are any of the doorways open that are near them? Like, can
Yes.
she see an open doorway? Okay, she's gonna use her momentum and like from the roof to like swing them into like the hall that's an open doorway.
Oh my god. Andrew, my free XP.
He did continue to fall. So as Darugamon reaches Ravi again, and you guys make your way into the your own hallway, the doors behind you shut, and the lights.
Rip Valpia and Isaac.
Don't worry, they're with us somehow. They're surviving.
They're T-posing.
Yep.
T-posing
Have you guys
gods.
seen the old sci-fi movies? How bad it looks? Okay, yeah, they did a jump like
him in
that.
my backpack.
Yeah, his Dora backpack.
Yeah.
And the lights in the hallway once more go out, and you can't see anything. However, the red lines appear underneath you again. And for Revi, it's a straight line. But for Atlas and Elise, two red lines appear and go in separate directions at a certain point. And one direction actually has Atlas's name on it, while the other has Elise on it.
Elise first aid to Elise.
What did you say, Atlas?
Can I hand first aid to Elise first?
Oh, sure. Do you throw it at her? Do you try to take away her remaining life points?
No, like we'll probably just hand it to like Lekismon.
Ah, character growth.
Wait, so what happened? The lines went in separate directions or whatever?
So yours
just went straight.
Yeah, you're on a different floor than these two, and the doors behind you shut to the elevator shaft. But as the lights went out, another red line appeared beneath you and guided you forward, essentially.
Well, first, I'll make sure my Digimon is okay. Make sure Duruga is okay. And then we'll slowly follow the light.
Latismon is gonna try to heal everybody quickly before they follow any lights.
And, alright, make an accuracy roll, Lekismon. I won't require the body rolls, but... And then. So, what was Lekismon's regen rate? Was it 2 or 3?
Oh, it says regenerate 6.
Ah. Well, then. Unless any of you are missing 13 or more HP, yes, that will fully heal you.
Not quite fully heal Lattismon then.
Gotcha. But as you cast this healing,
Fully heal Mushmon as well.
as you cast this healing, the red lights that seem to be guiding you do slowly fade, and a message appears on the wall, mentioning that God's light is fading. Complete the trials or face the consequences. So you could stand around like Isman and continue to try to heal yourself, but by that point the lights may fade completely.
Well, Lattismon isn't going to heal again. We're going to follow the red lights towards where the path diverges.
And as you do, assuming you look both ways, you see that the red light on the ground continues forward, but then takes another turn, so you can't see where either of the paths lead. Also, Rebby, for just a moment, you feel something wriggly and slimy move across your leg.
Oh, stop.
You don't seem to make contact with anything. Um, Atlas, what are you doing? It was just Kunamon the entire time.
This is just gonna sit on the ground and take a breath from the roller coaster that was the elevator.
Even though your light is fading?
I still have my flashlight.
So, Lekismon?
Lattismon is like Elise is gonna have Lattismon light up her protrusions again, and then try to see if they can like really see anything at all. Like look around to see anything.
Um, where are you lighting up? Are you lighting up just at the divergent path, or have you continued along the path for Elise? For Elise, if you will. And what's Mushmon doing?
It's just lying beside Atlas as well, since he did take a lot of damage from that elevator stop.
Gotcha. Lekismon?
Just one moment.
Alright, and Atlas, while you're resting, you do start to hear buzzing by your ear. It sometimes goes away, but sometimes comes back.
I keep jumping and looking behind me, see what it was. I'll point my flashlight at it at every time.
So we are headed towards our main path and lighting up as well.
Yeah, right. So as you cast your lights, and you look around, you see tiny metallic creatures back away from your light. However, it seems almost like you're surrounded by them. But it doesn't seem like they're necessarily getting in your way. Also, Atlas, you feel it almost feels like a metallic plate land on your shoulder.
Jump out and just like flick the metallic plate off my shoulder, and then look around, point, see what it was.
So, as you try to flick it off, you can't move it. But as you jump away and turn around to see what it was, you see what looks like a child-sized animatronic with a large crocodile mouth laughing at you.
Where are you?
And it skitters away into the darkness.
I keep pointing my flashlight at it till it disappears.
Once it exits your flashlight the first time, when you go to follow it, you can't pick it up again for some reason. And also, the red light beneath you, the line that shows you where to go, is slowly starting to flash as it turns off.
I immediately grab Mushmon and slowly start walking down the path with my name.
And Elise and Lekismon, you hear a loud thud behind you as Atlas, you see a bulkhead appear on both sides of you.
I immediately
Elise holds onto her taser and looks back at the thud sound immediately.
And by this point, you wouldn't be able to see what it was. Unless you backtracked. However, you do see a door in front of you, which seems to be where you were guided towards. Ravi, you as well.
Time to open that door.
And Elise?
Can we decipher intent on the door?
Sure.
Plus 10, so that's 20.
Ah, okay. So, contrary to most stores, this one doesn't have a handle. It looks like, with the big line in the middle of it, it slides outwards and allows people to walk through a passageway that is created once it opens. Okay, but more than that, though, with the line guiding you here, it seems that this door is specifically for Elise to pass through to complete some sort of trial presented by this AI god or whatever it's calling itself that has led you here. The same goes for you, Revi. Whatever's beyond this door, it's hard to say, but as a trial, you just experienced two of them with the elevator almost crashing into the ceiling and then almost dropping into magma. So it might be something very difficult.
So Latismon and Elise go into their door.
All right. So then, first, whichever of you is watching the stream, I guess you'll get a little bit extra information, but I am going to drag Atlas away for a second. And I'll be right back with him. Bup, bup, bup. Hello, Atlas. Atlas?
Yes.
So, you haven't died, but a screen appears on the wall between the bulkheads and says that you have forsaken the trials prepared for you, so you must face much, much harsher trials. And the hallway will light up for you. And you'll see two different... It almost looks like two headsets, essentially. Almost looks like VR headsets drop from the ceiling with wires attached. One will be blue, and one will be red. And the text on the wall will go on. If you equip the blue headset, you will face the harshest of your fears. And you will have to face many people, however, it will make the challenges for your comrades easier. However, if you equip the red headset, you will simply have to take the trial of academic knowledge, and you will be able to pass this trial easier. Failure is likened to death, though. But be warned, the blue headset, while it will assist your comrades, will likely make you have to deal with many, many other humans in very very uncomfortable situations.
It's just gonna cower in a small corner from after knowing what each of them does. Because although the red one is gonna be the best for him, he still has the trauma from the last academic challenge he had.
True.
And although he doesn't really care for Revy, at least it has been like nice to him. But people scare him, so he is in a conundrum.
So, I'll let you stew on that. And now I'm going to return to the others. You can come along, I suppose. Boop. Boop. Ba 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 ba. Oh man. 1 second. I'm gonna boop, 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 boop. Did that do it? Okay. Wait. Oh, it had it for a second. Oh, it's fine. Alright. Elise, Ravi, I will give both of you your trials now. However, don't respond to me, essentially. Respond over text, or I can drag you somewhere else. So, Elise, once you walk into the room, it is filled with darkness, but you see text slowly appear on the wall. Welcome, Elise. You have 2 separate trials awaiting you. The trial of trust or the trial of leadership. And you'll see trust and leadership appear over what seems to be 2 different passageways. The trial of trust will mean that if either of your comrades fail their trials, then you also fail. However, it will make their trials easier, but they will also learn a hidden secret about you. The trial of leadership will mean that you no longer have to rely on your comrades to complete their trials. Instead, you'll simply have to convince a couple Digimon to follow along with you for the sake of this trial. And as for you, Revy, there's 2 trials before you. There's the trial of strength, which simply will require you to best a Digimon in combat. And then there's the trial of intelligence. If you choose to take the trial of intelligence, though, it will make the trials easier for your fellow comrades. However, in both of your cases, failure is akin to death. So, feel free to message me which of the trials you will be taking. Atlas, you can do the same. Oh, and one more thing, Revy, if this changes your mind. With the trial of intelligence, all of your answers and scores that are wrong will be given to your fellow comrades. All right, Atlas. Just waiting on you. Atlas, remind me again. Uh, was the blue one, uh, people, or was it work?
I listened in and I thought the red one was the like intelligence check.
Ba-ba-ba. Um. Okay. So. Atlas, you put on that one. So. When you equip the headset, you once again find yourself in Academy Island. Surrounded by people you know. However, much like with any bad dream, you find yourself naked.
Atlas will immediately run to the forest by using like the back alleys and trying to avoid as much people as you can.
So it seems like you keep running into people, including your mother. And do you keep running by them?
I do, but every time I run by my mother, I slow down to have like that one last look of her face before I keep going.
So once you make it to the forest, to your quiet place, you find a lot of the jocks that bullied you in high school that gave you, those blackouts where you don't remember anything. You find them like joshing around, kind of picking on each other and stuff in your happy place.
Like they're bullying me by the time I get there.
They're not
Or are they
bullying. They're not bullying you yet. Before they notice you, it just seems like they're being very rowdy and having a good time.
Avoid them at all costs, but at the same time, I'll be like picking up bark, moss, leaves, anything to fashion like some sort of like woodsy skirt to put around my waist.
Gotcha. So you do manage to fasten something for yourself, and as you avoid them, you said you built yourself a cabin, right? Is that where you're headed?
I'm just going straight to the forest to avoid the people, so I could just probably grab resources to make fashion like a skirt instead of running into people all the way home.
Gotcha. So as you avoid them, is there somewhere else where you... Is there somewhere else where you're headed within the forest, or are you just trying to find a spot without people?
Mostly trying to avoid people. He was probably going to try to reach his cabin, but with the bullies being there, he kind of had to avoid them.
Gotcha. So, you skirt the bullies, but you do eventually make your way to the cabin. Do you go inside?
I do.
So as you enter, it almost seems like the bullies have teleported inside the cabin along with your father. And as you enter, they're all staring at you as the woodsy skirt you made for yourself just falls to shambles. And you hear your father, Atlas, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you naked?
Start like cower. Like I basically just like shrank down to like a tiny preschool sized kid. I'm just like, why are you here?
Oh, God, and you wonder why I drink. Where's your mom? I gotta find her.
Leave mom out of this.
And he's gonna start taking swigs from the bottle. Oh no. She's the one who brought you into this world. She's gotta pay for that. Don't worry, your friends here will take care of you. And the bullies will start surrounding Atlas. Oh yeah, we'll take care of him, alright. Look at him. He's naked. It reminds me of that one time in high school when we strung him up on the school gate.
So you're gonna get teary-eyed when he gets flashbacks from that moment, and then every other moments afterwards.
And as Atlas is having these breakdowns, soon you hear, "Oh, what's wrong, honey?" And you hear your mom as she places her hand on your back. It's gonna be okay.
It's never gonna be okay.
Oh, and as she tries to comfort you, you hear your father, "Oh, there you are." And you hear a thud as the hand leaves your back.
Look behind me.
And you see your dad on top of your mom, wailing on her.
I start crying, start remembering the last time he ever saw his mom, and then he'll spear tackle his dad.
Um, as he tries, the bullies grab him by the hair and throw him back on the ground. "Oh, what's wrong, little Atlas? You gonna cry again?"
He's gonna stand up. He's gonna wipe his eyes, smearing dirt across it. Although he still looks like a preschool kid, he's gonna stand as tall as he can. He goes, I cry because I cry, and it's all your fault. But you're not here. You're not real. And he then throws dirt in their faces.
As the dirt hits them, they look away for a moment before looking back. "Oh, we're very real, Atlas. You think that little headset you're wearing can imitate this?" And they grab onto you and start pinching your flesh as you feel warmth and pain hit you. Do you think this is just a little dream that robot is showing you?
Yes, it is. And although you say you're real, and pain is real, the emotions are real, what is not real is how much pain actually went through in the past.
And they laugh a little bit at you. Oh no, Atlas. This is very real. That robot isn't just playing God. They snap their fingers, and suddenly there's a city's worth of people surrounding you, staring at you. This is basically hell. And as they point to your mom getting wailed on over and over again, and that's their personal hell.
Hearing that they basically said that my mom is in hell, Atlas will start crying even more, but crying out of rage. And as he stands up even more, he starts to grow up a little bit more. Now he's like middle school size Atlas. But as he's standing there in front of the bullies, he's just gonna go and say, my mom was the angel to Academy Island. If anyone's supposed to be in hell, it's my dad, not her. And then he swings at the bullies.
And as he swings on them, the one he swings on actually goes down and smiles back. Congratulations, Atlas. And soon, all of the light goes out on Atlas. Elise and Ravi?
What up? What up?
So, as you enter your trials, hold on, I'm gonna try one more thing before. There we go. But, as you enter your trials, you're told you have failed the trial.
Cool. How did I fail it?
For both of you, you'll receive roughly the same message, which will say that you have let your insecurities cloud your judgment and made your teammates suffer. You are not worthy of meeting God.
How unfortunate. Now, can you tell us where the ley lines are?
And the message will go on. Prepare to face your destruction.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Elise like looks at the message and is like, "What do you mean? How did I fail?"
The message doesn't go on, but it's very much, it does state how she failed. Which was essentially that she allowed her insecurities to get the best of her, and she chose to make life difficult for her teammates. And soon, the darkness will fade from both of you as you are bungeed out of the room you're in and out into the factory. And you see a very large creature out there as both of you enter. It is roughly... It's almost the size of a skyscraper. And it's covered in metal and rust. And seems to be covered in corruption. It's red with green eyes. And you see a very large rifle. What seems to be a rifle attached to its back. I mean, honestly, it's so large, I don't know, maybe it's for shooting planets or something.
No.
Does Elise see Revi?
Do you look around as you're flung into the air?
Yes.
Give me a perception check. Ba, 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 ba.
$27.
27.
Oh,
with that-
you're perfect.
With that, you definitely do see Rebby. She's not super far away from you guys, but not within, like, talking distance. You could scream for her. Also, this is probably obvious, but as you're flung into the air, you're still a good, like, at least 15 stories up, so falling from this height would probably nuke you anyway if that giant skyscraper-sized dinosaur didn't.
Letismon is going to like grab onto Elise and try to use a ice arrow type thing pit to like still like slowly descend down the wall. And Elise is also going to call out to Revi as she sees her.
And Revi, what are you doing?
Looking at that giant thing. And then looking around to see if I can find the ley lines. Am I in midair too, or am I just...
Oh, you're in midair too.
Oh, easy. Daruga would just grab me. There we go, we're flying. We're fine. And then I'll look around, wave at Elise, and then look for the ley line. We gotta do this quick.
So, give me a perception roll, Revi.
Okay. God, terrible.
You don't... Okay, you notice Elise when she calls out for you, and you see her flung between buildings, but it looks like Lekismon is trying to get to one of the buildings so she can descend slower. It's not going great, but... And you also definitely notice that big dinosaur is charging towards you guys.
If only Val was awake, maybe we know what Digimon this is. And if we could kill it, but with how big it is, I highly doubt it. So I think...
Hey, Kirby could kill anything. As she screams.
I might be aggressive, but I'm not an idiot.
So do you go to assist Lekismon and Elise?
Yes, I'll go to assist to try to grab Elise, so that way Lekis can land, without having the extra weight on her.
And what I will say, Elise, is that as this giant creature is charging towards you guys, which is essentially a moving building in itself, and it seems like there's not any way you can get away from it, another building-sized metal dinosaur crashes into it and seems to start fighting it. This one, not quite so covered in rust and corruption, but instead very covered in chrome, and seems to have jet turbines on its back, maybe? Maybe laser guns? Hard to say. But these two giant skyscraper-sized Digimon start going at it.
Did we try to split?
Did what?
I'll turn to Elise and ask if we should help it.
Yes, let's try.
Also, Atlas, you receive a message that the path to God has been opened for you. And as the bulkheads open up, the lights in the hallways actually start to come on. And you essentially see arrows guiding you to a set of staircases that leads down.
This is still going to be like in a frozen state with tears going down his eyes. As Mushmon is just like hand holding him, following arrows.
Wait, what about arrows?
Didn't you say that Eros was there, well, leading me to a set of stairs?
Yes? Wait,
Yeah.
what about arrows, though?
Did you say Eros was there to lead me down a set of stairs?
Arrows. You know, like pointy
Arrows.
things? Yes.
Yeah. Mushmon will follow the arrows.
Okay. So you guys try attacking a skyscraper?
We'll try to help them. I'll tell Elise to see if she can heal the other one, the chrome one. And I'll have Daruga use ranged attacks on the corrupted one. Actually, no. We shouldn't be doing this. We need to find the ley lines. Look around for the ley lines. I'll turn to Elise. Can you find the ley lines?
And as you're
Okay, I
discussing
can try.
as you're discussing this, you see the chrome one bite the rusted one by the neck and slam it to the ground as it starts to curb stomp on its body.
Oh my. I think... Alright, we need to find that ley line.
So Mushmon is forcing Atlas to follow the arrows.
Yeah, mostly because Alice is still currently, like, in a daze of seeing his mom being beaten,
Gotcha.
his dad.
So when Mushmon gets to the stairs, does he just kind of like roll Atlas down like a ball?
No, he's pretty much going to do like basically being like a helper and just like take a step at a time, slowly bring Atlas down with him, making sure he doesn't fall.
Gotcha. CL, why are you laughing? It's okay. You can laugh. Why are you laughing?
Just the reaction of Revy swirl. She. Let's help the Digimon. Leyline. It was very abrupt.
Well, it's a part of her perfect plan. Revy's perfect. So, there was a necessity to helping the Digimon for like 0.5 seconds.
It's called XP.
It's a very important thing, okay?
It was like, no, I want to join this Skyscraper Digimon's party for enough time that I get the experience when he beats the thing, maybe.
Or she gets XP.
Gosh, guys, you guys haven't played MMOs before, huh? That's what you do. You run around hitting everything.
Elise does agree to help with the leyline.
Alright, find the ley line. What took you this long?
Now Revy goes to help the Digimon.
So, how are you trying to find the ley line? The only clue you had was the trials.
Elise looks around and uses her Digivice to call Datamon.
To call Datamon? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Datamon can pick up.
So, hi Datamon, would you happen to have any idea where the ley line in Factory Town might be?
Factory? Wait, the only factory I know of in this nation is... How would you guys even be over there? And what device lets you communicate over this distance?
Just stand by on answers. Why? What do you mean? Is it too far?
Well, to put it simply, even if you were to fly on one of your flying Digimon, it would still take you a few months at least to get over there. And that's not including the amount of corruption between me and the factory. Like, I don't know, were you just told about the factory to go there? Because, honestly, you don't really have a chance in hell of making it.
Well, we got told to come to the factory at the Village of Strength.
So, again, months. It's been a little while since I seen you, but you were going to Myotismon's mansion. What the fuck? Wait. What did happen? Honestly, that large shockwave almost blew up this entire church. The entire continent's been reshaped. And as this conversation is going, the rusted Digimon that's getting stomped on will grab the Chrome Digimon's foot and throw him up before grabbing him by the tail and starting to swing him around and destroying several very large buildings in the area and throwing debris at both Revy and Elise.
We will maneuver out of the way. And I'll yell, at least, can you, like, hurry this up?
So, Dadamon, do you have any idea
Idea about what?
about the ley line and this factory? We need to know now where it is.
Well, under the hypothetical that you ever made it to the factory, which is a big if, and I doubt you ever would, so you really don't need to know, I would assume that it's probably somewhere near the AI running the factory.
Would the AI consider itself God?
God. Not that I know of. Unless it's a very hubris AI. Then again, I did hear that something fell over there a couple decades ago. Before the fall. So maybe. Who knows? Are you writing a novel? Is that why you're asking?
No, Dadamon, but thank you. Then Elise tries to call Atlas.
Call what?
Atlas.
Atlas? I don't think emotional distress was one of the things hindering you, so yeah, sure, Atlas, buzz in your head. By the way, at this point, you probably would have gone down enough floors on the stairs to reach a very dark last floor that has an elevator in front of you that says Descent to God.
There's
And-
stairs I can take instead of.
There are no more stairs. However, there is a button next to the elevator that says press to go into the light.
The elevator goes to God. So I can press the button for light.
The button is by the elevator and says press to go into the light. The elevator is currently closed. And you're also getting a ring in your head. Ring, phone call, phone call. Ring, phone call, phone call. Atlas has answered the phone call. And you are met with the long silence as Elise determines what it is she actually wanted to say to you.
Mushmon will press the button for light.
And Mushmon will grow wings in a halo and fly upwards into a light into the sky. No, but the elevator door will open and it'll be shiny with a shiny white light.
Atlas, where are you? Have you met the bot of the factory?
Yeah. Yes?
And while you guys have that conversation, I'll be right back.
Yes, Atlas, this is Elise.
Where are you?
We're outside and currently in the middle of a kaiju battle, but we need to find the ley line. And
Outside. It's dark, but I see a light.
based on what I found out from Datamon, the ley line can be found near God, or the AI.
Well, the light did say that it goes to God. Oh, should I go there?
Yes, please.
As Elise tells Atlas to kill himself.
Atlas walks into the light.
Oh god!
As the one we're fighting is corrupted.
Alright, and Atlas disappears as he walks into the light under Elise's instructions.
Halo appears over my
No.
head, wings pops up and I to the ceiling with Mushmon.
So, as the chrome one is getting whipped around by his tail, he comes to a stop as he, grabs hold of the ground, and tons of red light beams start firing out from his tail, blowing up many buildings, attacking the creature, attacking Elise and Revy even, as it seems to indiscriminately fire everywhere. Revy and Elise, give me dodge rolls.
Are Digimon correct?
Yes, your Digimon are holding on to you, so... No, the Digimon's, actual dodge roll. So, 10d6 or whatever its dodge is.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Oof. So yeah, as these lights hit you, we're not even going to go over the amount of damage they do.
Wait, can I use an inspiration?
Sure.
I'm gonna get hit. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay.
Okay, Elise. Four. Well, no, you got 4 instead of 2. But...
Making Val show back next session with, Atlas making 2 grays for Elise.
Ravi, you do manage to fly around one of the beams, but Lakismon and Elise, you get smashed. You get...
Would 3 more successes by any chance help in any way?
3 more successes?
She can re-roll the ones with agility.
Well, it might. Are you going to re-roll the ones?
That did not help in any way.
It was worth the try. Yes, as the laser hits, Elise, you are slammed to the ground along with Lakismon. Lakismon is reverted to baby for the time being and is unconscious. Elise, you are barely hanging on to consciousness. But After that, the giant creature frees its tail from the other creature, grabs it by its short, stubby T-Rex arms, and actually throws it over its body and body slams it, which causes a massive earthquake.
Luckily, I'm flying. So what?
Oh, Ravi, were you paying attention to Elise and Lycusmon at all?
Did they die?
Well, they got hit by the lasers, so...
Well, actually, I was holding Elise on Daruga, so Elise is fine.
Oh, okay.
Her Digimon, on the other hand, got fucking sent to another dimension. I don't know.
Fair enough. Elise, you would notice Lycusmon get plastered. So do you ask Ravi to fly down and pick it up?
Can you de-digivolve it so that way I can go get her?
Oh, it's already de-digivolved after getting plastered.
After I see that, I'll go over there and pick it up.
So, as you're close to the ground, after this body slam and all these buildings collapsing, there is now huge debris clouds coming at you from all angles.
Alright, well, I'll grab her really fast and then fly up. Everyone will hold on to Daruga's fur, especially the T-posing people, somehow. And we'll fly straight up. As fast as we can.
Alright. We'll get back to that. So, Atlas, once you enter the elevator, there's only one button to push. I assume you push it. Do you go to meet God?
I'll press it.
And then the elevator explodes. Easiest path to get. No. The elevator continues to go down. And when it opens up, you find yourself in a dark room, but through the light of the elevator, you see what looks like a brick pipeline with something flowing out, but as the elevator closes, the room goes dark.
I turn on my flashlight.
And through your flashlight, you can see a very large horizontal column that seems to be pouring out black fluid.
I go close to it and look at what it is.
It looks very much like the column underneath the church.
Which church?
The temple on the mountains. Atlas, out of everybody, you've seen the least ley lines, if I recall correctly.
I think so, yes. I think I've seen like one.
The one under the church.
So I'll just keep looking at it, and would my eyes do anything since it's technically my digivice?
Are you trying to purify it?
Subconsciously, yes.
So, yes, you fire an eye beam at it. As your contact digivice goes to purify it. Menacing laugh. And once the ley line is purified, a flash of white actually takes over the room, and once you're able to see... Once you're able to see again, the room actually looks very high-tech, and you see actually a metallic pipeline above you, and you see an exit to the room not far away.
We go to the exit.
And once you enter that exit, you see a very large screen, and it has essentially a smiley face on it. A digital smiley face. Oh, welcome, Atlas. What was that, Atlas?
Hi. Hello.
Hello. I am this factory's AI. I am the AI known as Tomo, designed by... Okay. I'm gonna turn Greenbot down just a little. It was messing with me. I'm this factory's AI known as Tomo. I was designed by Liliamoth, and am the predecessor to the AI you know as Aster.
Asteros?
What was that again?
Asteros? But who was... Can you tell me more about your creator?
Lilium?
Yes.
Of course. One of the brightest minds of Academy Island, of course.
Would I know who it is?
Probably, actually. Like you might not know them. However, Liliamoth would probably be a pretty big name on Academy Island as, a genius and whatnot. I came to this world over 2 decades ago, though.
What do you do here?
And as Atlas is having this conversation, Revy and everyone else does manage to make it out of the dust cloud, but when you look back down at the Chrome Digimon, you see it starting to feast on the neck and soon other parts of the rusted and corrupted Digimon. And while the factory itself starts to change shape and become more high-tech and whatnot, as you see this wave of essentially purification sweeping the factory, you also notice that as this giant building-sized Digimon is feasting on this other one, it's starting to turn red itself. And as it is, you're seeing the essentially jet turbines on its back start to become more and more charged up. You asked what I do here, Atlas?
Yeah, I mean, if you're from Academy Island, then why are you here for 20 years?
Well, that is the fate of most of us predictive AIs, after all. I mean, I was just a predecessor, but even I ended up falling. But now that I'm here, I mostly build parts for the Nation of Beauty, though since it's become corrupted, we've done less and less.
Elise is wondering if her call would have continued and if she would be hearing this.
You could be.
Yeah,
Unless...
doesn't elevators usually have like that whole cell phone cutoff point?
She contacted Datamon over miles and miles. I'll allow an elevator. However, if
He
Atlas
is
hung up on
broken.
if Atlas hung up on her, that's completely different.
I mean, I technically went to the light. I'm basically dead to her.
Just because she told you to kill yourself. Did you hang up, Atlas? You do have a hobby of hoarding information and not telling anybody.
I would have hung up, but mostly because I went into an elevator.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, Elise. Atlas hung up on you. Awesome.
I did it in terms of, courtesy. Don't be on your cell phone in an elevator.
By yourself.
Hey, you never know who's gonna be in the elevator.
It's true. Maybe a light will flash and there'll be an Angewomon in there.
Or high Andromon, or another Andromon.
But as the rather, Revy and Elise, before I go on, what are you guys doing as you see the Chrome Digimon eating the other Digimon? The factory seems to be purified, and you see the jet turbines on its back charging up.
I think this is when we make our exit. So, how close to the factory are we?
I mean, you're still basically... You mean the building Atlas is in?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not that far from it.
I will. I think it's time we make distance. Fly away.
You're
Like
gonna-
as far as you can.
You're gonna fly
Get
away.
outta here.
You're
You're on this ride, at least. You coming along. Goodbye. I'm just kidding. No, I'll fly towards where I believe Atlas is. Try to hurry up and see what the hell he's doing so that way we can escape this gonna be giant explosion.
Gotcha. Atlas, did you have another question for Tomo?
Yeah. I'll ask him about Aster. I'll ask him, like, who or what he is, technically. As he doesn't seem like a normal AI.
And Tomo will be like, well, of course not. I never got to meet him personally, but Asteroth was designed with the goal of being the next predictive AI. Essentially a god that creates worlds.
That's scary.
Well, it could certainly be thought of like that, but in a lot of ways it's very helpful for humanity. As Tomo is speaking, you see his smiley face shift to a frowny face. Oh no. It seems something not very good is going on in the factory. I'm sorry, Atlas. But this entire area is going to be obliterated in 20 seconds.
Can I try and download Tomo onto my phone to save him? As I feel like he has probably some important knowledge and information.
On your phone?
Yeah, but like device I probably have on me. Trying to save Tomo.
Alice, didn't you say the only phone you have is a burner phone?
I do have a flip phone, but it's probably not a burner phone.
He got that new flip phone that's also like
Yeah, the Galaxy Flip.
that terrible design. You know that's what he's walking around with. He's
My God.
flashy.
You know what? It says the download will take 15 seconds. You have 20 seconds until the area is obliterated. Do you proceed with the download?
I do.
Okay. Revy and Elise, you make your way into the factory. Do you follow the arrows trying to get to Atlas?
Yeah, we'll make it quick. No one's off my Doruga. We're going fast. We're grabbing Atlas and we flying the hell out. It's gonna be pretty heavy, so it's gonna be a little slower because there's a lot of people on Doruga.
So around the 10-second mark, before the area is wiped off the map, you start hearing bells chiming in your head. And around the 8-second mark, you start hearing, "All aboard!" And around the 6-second mark, it feels like you're flashed to a train station. Now, the question is, at the 5-second mark, well, rather at the 6-second mark, with 1 second before Tomo is finished downloading, do you all choose to stay and board the train, or do you choose to take your risk your luck at the factory that is about to explode?
Do we only have a second to get aboard?
You have about 6 seconds to decide.
Alright.
At least that's on the train.
Steps. Now Doruga will fly right in, throwing everyone into the seats.
Atlas is gonna wait the extra seconds, finish downloading Tomo, and then jumps in.
All right. And we will discuss